This is a rough summer starting off if you want to take your children to see some white heroes.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if you count the multiverse, then you're going to...
I mean, let's think about it. You starting off with...
Doctor Strange is a white hero.
But I'm thinking we starting off with the Black Little Mermaid. Then we got to get to the Puerto Rican and Black Spider-Man. Look at Transformers. It's a Puerto Rican dude with a black girlfriend. Other human characters.
Man. Come on, man.
You know, I mean, I think y'all be straight once you get to DC. But you know, come on, man. You got the Flash is a degenerate. You know, he's on his stuff. But then you got the girl Superman. I mean, it's hard if you look.
Batman is in that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Batman.
Both. There's two Batmans in there.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, man, summer blockbusters. Right. It's rough on the white man.
They need to stop that.
What you say, Lone? They need to stop that?
Yeah, they need to stop it.
You don't like the wave?
And actually, I don't like the wave, but it's not. I feel if it's weird because I feel like I just fall in line with everybody else. But I understand the idea behind, you know, like obviously a lot of these characters were written in a lot of, you know, it's a lot of white characters historically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that it's evolving now is like one hand it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
The other hand it's like, I'm like,
well, because
just make something new.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it's
just
like,
make it new.
I remember.
Can't there be like a little octopus or something?
I like the Miles Morales variation though, because it introduces the multiple universes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's not the only Spider-Man.
But but at the same time, like that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Little Mermaid.
I also am not a fan of there being 19 different Batman movies. Like it drives my internal something crazy because it's like I like it to all be in the same universe. Like when they had that one spin-off Ghostbusters that had nothing to do with about Ghostbusters.
Trash.
It just,
you mean Lady Ghostbusters?
Yeah, it just annoyed me because it was like it had the name, it was the same idea, but had nothing to do with it. Like
Trash.
I don't need 19 different Batmans. You know, like make it in order, or maybe a Batman down the line. Maybe he goes from one Batman to another Batman, and then he becomes black. You know, why does Michael Keaton all of a sudden become? I don't know.
I would have thought they would have. I would have thought they'd done a Batman Beyond movie by now, but you know that would have been a nice continuation of things.
The DC one was fire. We all agreed on that one.
Is it Michael Keaton in the new Batman?
Yeah, he's in
the
there are two
Flash
Batman
movie.
Like the Batman or something.
No, he's in the Flash movie. So the DC universe,
I don't know how you guys
or
keep
multiverse has different variations of Batman. So he goes to visit the Michael Keaton Batman.
In the new Flash,
because it's a different universe.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused. So how many Batmans are in Flash?
Two.
Ben Affleck
and Michael Keaton.
But it has nothing to do with the new Batman.
I'm confused about the Batmans.
Hey man, you got to get hit.
The Batman that has emergency safety lights on his car is not in this.
Hey, my boy that did the DC one was fired.
The Gothic Batman.
Yeah, like a vampire. He was dope.
I think it just drives me crazy because I'm super organized and this is not organized.
Yeah,
it's not organized at all.
It's not organized, especially on DC's end, because it's like, oh yes, we put out a Batman movie, but it has nothing to do with the two Batman that are in this movie, and
they doing too much.
And we've got a Superman over here that has nothing, you know. And then in the Joker, this Joker has nothing to do with the Joker that was in the Christopher Nolan movies, and has nothing to do with the Joker that was in Suicide Squad.
So they were pretty much just like, I got a solution. Let's just say there's multiple universes,
and just do a whole bunch of random stuff.
Yeah, then we have a cop out.
Well, and
it is a cop out.
But this has been a concept that was introduced in the comics.
Yeah.
So maybe they knew early on that this was going to happen.
You know, the new 52.
So you think this chaos is planned based off the comic
chaos
books?
Because they reboot the comics every few years.
Even the comics had multiple different people that played these characters. But I understand nowadays it's almost like, let's keep forcing it, make these people look different and be different and blah blah blah. I'm kind of in the same boat as far as let's just have new characters, or let's just visit the ones that are already here that have a story to be told,
right?
Rather than changing everybody over to make some people.
But the thing is, you have to. It's a whole thing. You have to appeal to new. Customers in the marketplace. Just like
seems lazy.
Just like honestly, like, you know, with the, apparently with the new Transformers movie, which I'm going to go see because I'm
You going
stupid.
to the movie house?
Yeah, I'm probably going to go
I'm
see
going to
it.
go see that one too.
but this is a new. It has nothing to do with the Michael Bay movies, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
because nothing
feel.
should have to ever do with the Michael Bay movies ever again.
I like the retro look in the trailers, like the time period, prime. The way they have it, it looks good.
It's set in 1994.
Looks perfect. Looks perfect.
You know, but no, I mean.
Because
to Lone's point, like when as far as just coming up with something new, or like them trying to force things. Like I saw someone saying, "Yeah, in the X-Men they should have Giancarlo Esposito be Magneto." I'm like, no, because Magneto's origin is specifically about him being in a concentration camp during World War II.
Yeah, let's
not. There, there are other characters like. There are certain parts of their identity are specific to them being white or black or Hispanic. Let's not play with that. But certain, like the Little Mermaid, like D.L. Hughley told a joke that it was, I'm not going to tell here because first of all it's his joke and I think it's sort of inappropriate, but it was really funny. But there's really nothing specific about like, oh, the Little Mermaid has to be white. There are certain characters where their backstory, the things that make them who they are specific to their culture, or their origin, or their color.
Agreed.
Just like, but some of the stuff is like, if you're not sometimes they go too deep. Because if you're not a comic book nerd, all this stuff is confusing and it doesn't make sense.
That's a good point about the, like the origin. It's like Rocky, the Italian stallion. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need Danny Glover to be the Italian stallion. You know what I'm saying?
It's not going to be somebody from South Africa.
Yeah, it's like Riggs. I don't need him trying to be Rocky.
What is the mermaid's dad? What's his name?
Honestly, I don't know. I never saw the original.
Is it
Are
like
you
Orion?
serious?
Why would I have
I've never seen it either, but I know he's supposed to be like a sea god or something, though.
Yeah, I've never
Is
seen
it
a cartoon.
Orion or?
I really don't know.
So old.
That origin is Greek, right?
I don't know. You're asking the
As
wrong
far as
person.
I
I've
know.
never because I never saw that. I never saw Aladdin when it was out in the movie theater.
Never saw it.
The only reason
I did see Aladdin.
the only
I've
reason-
never seen Little Mermaid.
The only
Aladdin was
reason I knew what was going on in Aladdin is because I played the game on Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
Other
it was
than that-
actually a good game.
Both versions, actually. And usually didn't work like that.
I just think people are lazy. And
No,
but beyond
you're very
lazy,
much right.
but beyond lazy,
Right.
I think it's a capitalism issue.
That we got to tie it all back.
Wait,
But I do.
Triton is the son of the Greek sea god Poseidon.
there it is.
Okay, well, I didn't know that because, once again,
Poseidon is my bike.
I haven't seen any of these movies.
Yeah,
No, it's capitalism. Man.
there you go.
No, but think about it.
I mean, if it's Disney, it's
Please,
definitely
Like, they tried to say-
just for me.
Think about it. Think about it.
Just for me.
Think about it. Why do you think that they are redoing movies that people already have name recognition to, like Batman?
money.
Money, because they
Color
know
Purple.
Batman is going to sell no matter what.
How they mess it up or whatever.
You can
it's
do
still gonna
19
sell.
different Batmans and people are still going to see it because it's Batman.
Ninja Turtles, they flopped. They're doing it again.